Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ify Artistry. If this is your first time seeing my videos, you are highly welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always watching my videos, and God bless you. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I transformed my gorgeous client. Soo Pro, she has really been a returning client to me, and she called me recently that she wants to get her glam done and she wants me to post her video on my YouTube channel, and I said okay, why not. Okay guys, so first of all, I started with cleaning her face as usual with my micellar water. So we clean the face to remove any hidden dirt or any bacteria on the skin that might actually cause harm or ruin the makeup during the course of the day. So after cleaning her face and her face is okay, we dried with the fan and then we moved over to moisturize her skin. So I'm going to be using the Cetaphil moisturizer to moisturize her skin. Okay guys, so we moisturize the skin to hydrate the face, to keep the face hydrated during the makeup process and even after the makeup process. So the face needs to be hydrated enough. Okay, so we put on moisturizer to help us with that. And again, my client has a very dry skin, like I said, like I've done her makeup severally as well, and I know that she has a very dry skin, and I would want to keep the face very hydrated. Okay guys, so after this I move into the second moisturizer. That is the Zaron hydrating serum. You see the name, that's a hydrating serum. So I'm going to be using that as well to hydrate the skin as well. So I'm going to equally use my hand and make sure that I massage it into the skin and blend it very well to make sure like everything is sucked into the skin before I move over to another one, because this is something that you would want to do before you place any product on the face. Make sure that the first one is really dried, pressed into the skin like really well. Okay guys, so after that I use the Merak skin prep to I place it on her like T-zones to probably control her sweats or something like that. Okay guys, so after that I use my Becca Primer on her T-zone as well, especially the places that produce oil, just to like places I can see oil from or something, just to control that. Okay guys, so after that I use my Kiss Beauty spray to I sprayed it on the face to lock in everything I've done. Okay guys, so moving on, I'm using the foundations. I mixed in the Loreal True Match foundation, Huda Beauty foundation, and the Vee Beauty foundation. So I mixed the three brands together. I'm going to be leaving the details of the shades later in my description. So I mixed the three brands together and to get her skin to a skin shade, and then after that I'm blending that on her skin, guys. So I'm actually being so gentle and easy with my blending to make sure I don't to make sure everything is well blended, guys, because like this is something that you would want to do. Just make sure that your blending is key. Just make sure that you are doing everything like correctly and all that. Okay guys, so after that I'm going over with the Yanga Beauty concealer in the shade 02. I don't know, it's 040, no it's not 002, I don't know, I think. And I place that in the inner corners of her under eyes, so I'm using that to highlight her face. And after that I went into the Nuban Beauty in my skin concealer in the shade 043. I'm just saying all this off head, guys, just bear with me if I'm really trying contradicting or whatever, like not getting it right at the first time. Okay guys, so after that I begin to blend that you begin to blend the product on her face, like blending the concealer, so I'm just like patting and dabbing it to blend well and sit at a place, not really transferring it like a lot of places. Highlighter or like the highlighting product should stay at a place, that is the highlighted areas, the under eyes, the forehead, the jaw and the nose bridge. so it should remain there. Like, do not really transfer them other places they should not be. So after blending, I left some concealers in under eyes. I just want that to give me some coverage like later. So when I leave that there, I'm just going to go ahead and contour her face. So I mixed in my foundation, just a shade lighter, or 2 shades lighter than her skin tone or her skin shade or anything. So I'm just blending that into the skin. I just place that on the perimeters of her face, and I'm blending it in to her skin, you know. So this is a process that you would want to, you know, take easy and do that and make sure that everything is going to be okay. So just, you know, take it easy and blend. Be easy and be gentle with your blending. Okay guys, so after that I go ahead with contouring her nose. So I'm just running the line through with my still the shade I use for contouring her face. So I'm just, you know, gently dragging the shape of the nose from the brow line down to the nose bridge. Okay, yeah. So, and after doing that, I'm going to be using my beauty sponge and blend it down. So having done that, I move over to highlight adding blush to her face, like just adding colors and, you know, making sure the face is, you know, coming like together and everything is popping and becoming beautiful. Okay, so I'm using these 2 shades from Becharmageless Cosmetics Lip Stains. I'm using the shade pink. It's a light pink shade, and I think it's called Romantic, and the red shade, I can't remember the name of the red shade. Okay guys, so I'm using the both 2 shades. I'm going to be blending, and, you know, I blended them together on her, you know, cheek side, just to add a little bit of warmth, you know, beautiful colors on her face and all that. Okay guys, so having done the contouring and everything that is supposed to be on the face, that is supposed to be the skin work and all that, I go back with blending the remaining concealer that was left on the face. So I left it there to give me coverage for a while. Okay guys, now I think I'm good, like I'm okay, and then I go back to blend this. Okay guys, so after blending it, I'm going to go ahead and set. And guys, there's something that I did here. So I got a powder puff. I used to hear people like talk about powder puffs, how good they are with blending, setting the face. And guys, I tried it out, and honestly, for me, I'm going to say I love the outcome. I'm going to say I love what I see, because, you know, I don't know, I think I love it, honestly. And I think I might be doing this like more often, using powder puff to, you know, set. Okay guys, so I'm using the setting powder, the Merak Cosmetics setting powder in the shade Ginger. So I'm using that to set her under eyes. So, like I'm telling you, I think I love using this powder puff to set the under eyes, because like this, I don't know, in as much as I know I love using my brush, but still this powder puff, I don't know, like there is this calmness that it gives to the face that I love. Like it made it look easy, I don't know. And I love the fact that I was not really like dusting powders, like I was not really like, you know, putting powders in the client's eyes, unlike what the brush would have done. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I think I love that, and I would want to try it again, using the powder puff to set instead of using my brush. Okay guys, so just moving ahead, I just keep setting, and I set everywhere, the highlighted areas of course, and that is it. So when I get the powder, of course I dot it out at the back of my palm. Remember to do that before you go ahead to set. And guys, like I'm just actually taking it like so little, like I'm taking like the bare minimum, like little. Honestly, I'm not really doing much, I'm telling you. Like probably you wouldn't see or you wouldn't know, but I'm the one that's telling you. The product I'm taking to set this face is little, and when I bring the little, I try to take it out at the back of my palm before I move ahead to use it and touch the face. So that way I actually go in with like just little or no products. Okay guys, so after that I begin to set the rest of the face. So I'm going to be setting the rest of the face with my powder palette, and that is it basically. Nothing really serious, nothing much. So guys, that is it. I'm just setting, and I'm going to be setting like the low light with her powder shade, and I'm going to be setting her contour with a darker shade, and yeah, that is it. I'll just make sure I set the contour with the right shade that is supposed to be. Just run through and make sure that everything is okay and equal. I'm going to be setting the cheek contour, and with just the shade of the powder that is supposed to be. After setting the cheek contour, I'm going to go ahead with setting my blush. The one I did, of course, is equally becoming invisible. Okay, before I did that, I actually set the contour, the nose contour, and that is actually pretty nice. Still using a dark shade of powder. Okay guys, so there's something that I do here, right? When I'm setting or even like trying to create the nose contour, I try to make sure I'm not ruling a line. It's not a line, guys. Like, I'm not making a line. Try to avoid a line. It's supposed to be an effect, not a line. You're supposed to like create an effect, an illusion, showing that the two sides of the nose is a kind of dark, while there is kind of a straight something at the top of the nose that makes it straight. I don't know if you get it. So like, please do not draw a line. There is no line on people's faces or people's nose. Okay guys, so after that I added the blush, of course. You see when I did that, and then I move over to the brows. So first of all, I'm going to be using the brow tamer. That is the age control that I use. I use any age control can actually do, honestly, or like you see the one I've used in my videos, you can get that. So I'm taming down the hairs of the brows how I want the brows to be. Okay, so you can actually tame down the hairs the way you want your brows to be. Like if you want it to be slant, if you want it to be straight, if you want it to be bent, anyway, just tame down the brows hairs that way. And that is what I just did basically. And after doing that, I'm going to set, because I would want it to be at a place. I don't want the brow hairs to be moving up and down when I'm drawing or doing anything. I want to be the one to control it and tell it what to do. So I'm going to be setting it to make sure that everything is okay at a place. After that, I'm going to be going over with my gel liner from Huda and Esther, and equally my angled brush from Merak Cosmetics. So I'm going to be using that to outline the brows. I'm being careful, and I'm trying to make sure that everything is in order and everything is okay, so trying to outline, guys. As I always say this, like, how I tell people to, when you are outlining brows, make sure that you make a thin line. Do not create a very harsh or rough line, and after start trying to like get the concealing right. So after saying that, unfortunately when I was working today, I actually noticed the brows I was drawing, something happened, and I think I was trying to correct something, and then the line became a bit bigger, unlike usual. Like I said, I was going to share that on my YouTube video. I think the day I'm going to be uploading the video, I'm equally going to say that. So the line became bigger, unlike usual, what it would have actually been. But what, like, experience is actually very good. I have had experience of like drawing brows in different areas, in different occasions and everything, guys. I was able to manage it, and it came out pretty nice, of course. So guys, after doing that, I used my Davis pencil in the shade 03 to fill in the brows. Okay, so after doing this as well, I fill in the brows and everything is okay. I move over to concealing the brows. I'm using the Zikel Cosmetics concealers in the shade Nude, and I'm using that to conceal or highlight. Yeah, it's concealing the brow bone and just being careful, guys. Like, you gotta be careful in doing this. You have to just be careful to make sure you don't ruin everything, you know, like, because like one touch can actually cost you a lot, so you wouldn't want to be messing up, right? So just conceal and just be careful while doing that as well. So after doing that concealing part, I just go ahead and blend it together. I mean, blending out the concealer. Yeah, because like I want the concealer to be at a place before I go ahead with doing another one. Okay guys, so after doing this, I go ahead and conceal the second part of the brows, guys. Yeah, like I was saying in my other story before I moved on, when I was actually doing the brows that I was telling you guys about, yeah, it was okay, honestly, but it kind of gave me a hard time, you know, because like I hardly have hard times while doing brows. Yeah, I don't have hard times doing it, in as much as I don't like doing brows, but I don't have hard times doing brows. It's one of the simplest things for me to do. Yeah, but that actually gave me a hard time, but of course I conquered, because like I think it's just experience and the grace of God. Of course I'm always going to say the grace of God always helped me. Yeah. Okay guys, so after doing that, I equally go ahead with concealing the upper part of the brows. I'm using my flat short angled brush from Old Time, and I'm equally using the Secure Cosmetics concealer in the shade caramel. Yeah, I think so, that's the shade. Okay guys, so I'm just taking it easy, like everything slow, and concealing the upper part of the brows. I wouldn't want to like rush, and then in fact this upper part of the brows I'm not supposed to like touch it, because this is so good, this is looking nice, this is beautiful. So why am I going back to it? Like, can you just ask me why can't I just leave it? This brows is good. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to do or what I think I'm doing, honestly. I do think I'm doing something, but anyway, that is by the way, guys. After that, I am done with the brows. Like, this brows is beautiful, this brows is lit, guys. This is lit, this is cool. After this, I go ahead with setting the highlighted areas, you know. Yeah, I love these brows. Like, this client's brows is everything. You know, so after that I have to go ahead with setting with powder, of course, to secure. You guys already know, like, I can't go ahead if I don't set it, so I have to set it. It's already part of me. Yeah, so after that, I think I have trust issues with brows, so I have to set to be sure I'm secured. After that, I have to go ahead and bake the face, guys. So I'm using my tiny beauty blender to do that. Yeah, so I'm just baking to catch fallout and equally to brighten the under eyes for a while. So I'm not going to like leave this for a longer time. I'm gonna take it out in a few, so just, you know, just let me just bake and for a while before I'm done with the eyeshadow, then I'm going to take it out. Okay guys, so I'm equally baking and, you know, reversing my contours and making everything on the face look neat and beautiful. Yeah, just, you know, enjoy the process, because I am enjoying it as well. Okay guys, having done that, you guys already know I uploaded this video of the eyeshadow on my page. If you go ahead, you're going to see the video. I uploaded this just a few days ago. Yeah, so that is it. I was done with the eyeshadow, and then I have to go ahead and dust out the setting powders from the face. Yes, so you have to be I'm being careful, guys, because this point as well, I'm almost done. Like, I've done everything, and then I'm just taking like the excess out. So I'm equally going to be careful not to make the under eyes or anything like much lighter than it already is, and then continue with what I'm doing. Okay guys, so just enjoy the process. Yeah, at this point I'm just going ahead to, you know, use my powder, re-emphasize on everything I've done, just like using my powder to just, if there's any still powder that is on the face for the reverse contour, I'm just making sure that I take them all out and everything is okay and cool and beautiful and everything is nice. Yeah, okay guys, so that is it. Just after this I have to equally go ahead and set the blush. I'm using the Zulu palette from Juvias Place Cosmetics, just like re-emphasizing, guys. I'm not really doing anything right now, I'm just re-emphasizing. So guys, I am done with everything that I am supposed to do. Now I have to go ahead and add my cheek glaze. I'm using the cheek glaze from TM Essential in the shade Bubble. Guys, this this cheek glaze actually makes a difference on the face. I don't know, but for some reason I noticed that it's actually like not really much making a difference or anything, but like I love the outcome. Okay guys, so when I was done with everything, I have to go ahead and use my Morphe spray to set the face. Yeah, the Morphe spray, this always does it for me. Like the Morphe spray always does it for me. And after that, I'm using the Art Cosmetics ART the Art Cosmetics glow palette. I'm using their shade, the shade, I don't know if they have a name though, I don't know. I'm just using their shade on her face just to add, you know, glow. And then on her face, on the highest point of the face, places they are supposed to be and all that. Yeah, basically. Okay guys, so that is it. I'm adding it on the forehead as well. If I'm not supposed to like add much glow, but I just want that forehead to be pronounced, you know, the pronounced, yeah, pronounced. Okay guys, so I was done with everything. Like this face is already coming together, like it's already coming together. And then after that I have to go ahead and create her lips. I'm using, of course, mixed. I'm a mixologist, I don't know, but I mix products for a living. You can see the back of my hands, that should already tell you that I mix a lot. Okay guys, so I mixed different shades together to achieve this that I'm using on her face. And right now, and I'm just, you know, outlining the lips first, because that's the first thing that you have to do, outline. So I'm overlining her lips. Yeah, you can see, if you look very well, you should see the line of where her lips is. So I'm overlining, and I pretty much think I actually did way too overline it, but of course, even if I too overline it, I'm still going to do what I have to do. You can't, you know, shame the shameless. So I'm like, whatever it is, I must get it done. So I continued and I asked my client to smile. She's smiling, and then I am blending. In as much as I'm telling myself, Ife, don't you think you actually did overline the sleeves? But I'm like, you know what, let me see what that is. If it's not that good, then it's going to be style. If it's not that good, I can correct it. But let me see what we get at the end of the day. So I'm just trying to blend and smudge it out. And after that, I'm adding the Becharmageless Cosmetics shade, lip stain shade, in the shade Nude. I just added that in the inner corners of her lips. And then I asked my client to smack, and she's smacking and mixing the two of them together. Of course, you know, I'm going to mix the nude shade into the other one. You can see, like, the mixing of that, I honestly can't remember what I mixed, because like I don't think it's just the normal shades that I used to mix. It's not I don't think, because I wanted to achieve something different, and this lips is actually a bit different from other lips, like nude lips I used to do. So I mixed different things that I can't even like really recall to get the first shade, because like most of the time, even if like I have this very shade in my box, I'm still going to go ahead and do the extra. Yeah, I'm still going to go ahead and do the extra. Okay, so I think I actually added like 3 to 4 different shades here. Yeah, I added the shade Nude, added the shade Nude again. Then I think I'm adding the eyeshadow primer, because most of the times I use eyeshadow primer in the inner part. That is the shade that is a bit whitish that you are seeing. And then I'm using this gloss in the inner corners of her lips, and then no, I'm using the gloss everywhere. Yeah, of course you should know, like, this lip stain, like, everything here is matte except the one I added in the inner part. Everything else is matte. Okay, yeah, so because of this gloss makes everything like perfect. Yeah, and I was thinking that overlining the lips was bad, but it was not bad. Overlining these lips kind of gave it everything beautiful, like it made everything good. And after that I used the Soo Pro setting spray or finishing spray. Yeah, and honestly guys, this is the end of the video. Honestly, this look is amazing. I love it and hope you love it too. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, put on your post notification, and please do share to your friends and family, because sharing is caring. Bye.